When I first began to truly understand the connection between metabolic health and mental health, it was like someone had pulled back a curtain I didn't even know was there. For years, I had been treating patients using the standard psychiatric approaches: medication management, psychotherapy, and various combinations of the two. These methods can help, of course, but over time I noticed a frustrating pattern. Many people weren't getting better in the way I'd hoped, or their progress was fragile and easily reversed. Then I started looking more deeply at the biology of the brain, particularly at mitochondria, those tiny powerhouses inside our cells that convert nutrients into energy. It might sound like a narrow, technical focus, but it turns out mitochondria play a central role not just in physical energy, but in the regulation of mood, cognition, and overall mental stability. When mitochondrial function is impaired, the brain struggles to operate at its best. This dysfunction can manifest in a huge range of mental health conditions, from ADHD to bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and even some symptoms of autism. It's not just genetics or brain chemistry in isolation. Mitochondria are heavily influenced by lifestyle choices. Diet, exercise, sleep quality, stress levels, and certain supplements can either support or damage their function. For example, nutrient deficiencies, chronic inflammation, and high blood sugar levels can push mitochondria into distress, while balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, and targeted supplementation can help them recover and thrive. This perspective doesn't dismiss traditional psychiatric tools. Medications still have their place, but it expands our ability to help people. When I began incorporating metabolic interventions into treatment plans, I saw patients with long histories of medication resistance finally begin to improve. It's not magic. It's about giving the brain the physical energy it needs to heal and function properly. The more I explored this connection, the more I realized how much misinformation exists about both mental and metabolic health. People are often told their psychiatric condition is purely a matter of chemical imbalance, and that only drugs can address it. While medication can be life-changing, it's not the whole story. The health of our mitochondria is shaped by every bite we eat, every night we sleep or don't sleep, and every moment we move or remain sedentary. Ignoring that link means ignoring a massive piece of the mental health puzzle. As I began applying this understanding in my practice, one of the first things I focused on was nutrition. It's amazing how often we overlook the impact of what we eat on how we think and feel. The brain is an energy-hungry organ, and if its fuel source is unstable or lacking in critical nutrients, the effects can be profound. For instance, diets high in processed carbohydrates and sugars cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood glucose, which in turn can stress mitochondria and disrupt brain function. That instability often shows up as mood swings, poor focus, or even worsening anxiety and depression. On the other hand, a nutrient-dense diet, rich in whole foods, healthy fats, quality proteins, and an abundance of vitamins and minerals, provides mitochondria with the raw materials they need to produce energy efficiently. I've seen patients experience significant improvement in their mood and mental clarity simply by stabilizing their blood sugar and correcting nutrient deficiencies. Sometimes, just addressing a shortage of B vitamins, iron, or omega-3 fatty acids makes a noticeable difference in symptoms that had resisted traditional treatments for years. Beyond diet, movement is another pillar of mitochondrial health. Exercise isn't just about muscle strength or cardiovascular fitness. It's one of the most powerful tools we have to stimulate mitochondrial growth and resilience. Even moderate activity, like brisk walking or cycling, sends a signal to cells that more energy production is needed. In response, mitochondria adapt and multiply, making our bodies and brains more capable of handling both physical and mental stress. I've also found that certain supplements can play a supportive role. Creatine, for example, is well known in the sports world for its ability to boost physical performance, but it also supports energy production in the brain. Methylene blue, though less common, shows promising effects on mitochondrial function in some studies. And then there's urolithin A, a compound that may enhance the recycling of damaged mitochondria, a process called mitophagy. While more research is needed, the potential here is huge. Still, none of this works in isolation. A supplement won't override the damage caused by chronic sleep deprivation or constant stress. Mitochondria thrive in a stable, supportive environment, and that means paying attention to the basics. Quality sleep, Regular movement, balanced nutrition, and stress management are the foundation on which everything else rests. Without them, even the most advanced interventions will have limited impact.